Hi, this is Renee Cormier from the Fractional Referral Network. Today we are talking to Carolina McCulloch from Digital Architects about Go High Level and how Go High Level can support the business of fractional professionals. Um, Carolina, thank you so much for coming today. I'd love to know what makes
Thank
your
you.
platform better than other famous SaaS apps. We're just going to jump into
Um,
it.
yeah. No worries. What makes it better is the fact that we've customized the whole system to fit the needs. And it started by fitting the needs of my own business, but then that translates to fitting the needs of many other fractionals that are, kind of going through the same pains that I went through at the beginning, and that I didn't find a solution that was kind of integrated and kind of took all of those things that I wanted to do and put them in place. Um, it was a lot of work to get it to this point, but then it's something that is now ready for other people to take advantage of it, right?
Yeah. So you don't have a whole bunch of different uh, things going on in different places, like an email thing and a
Exactly.
CRM thing and a website thing. It
And
can all be integrated. Is that
exactly.
correct?
Exactly. You take all
Yeah.
of that, you bundle it, and it's a pretty nice solution um for a solopreneur, basically, right? Because ultimately fractionals are solopreneurs or consultants that you know um don't necessarily have all the software you get access in the corporate world, right? So you kind of have to go and you start, oh, I need an email, newsletter, so I'm going to go and do this here, and then I have to do these other, I don't know, a lead generation campaign. I have to go and get this other thing, and I want to do LinkedIn reach out, and you have to go get something else, and so on. So this is basically bringing all of those things into one place to simplify the workflow of fractionals, solopreneurs, consultants, to make that effort easier, and ultimately to automate a lot of those repetitive tasks and those things that you don't necessarily want to do every day, but you have to.
Right. Now, there are lots of resellers of Go High Level. So, what makes digital architects a better option?
Like I said, there's resellers of of all kinds of different things for high level. I think what makes us in this particular case better are the fact that we've already customized it to fit a particular market. More specifically, it addresses some of the pain points of the fractional world. And also, like, people ask, what's different about coming and getting it from you than going and getting it directly from high level? And the difference is in the support and what you get when you sign up, right? When you go directly to Go High Level, they're going to give you your software. Here's your empty house, fill it however you want. What we're doing is we're giving you the house with all the furniture and all the fixings and and we're going to help you through it so that you learn how to utilize all of it, and will help you walk through how to integrate your email, how to integrate your website, how to start your automations, how to run a call email campaign, LinkedIn outreach, all those things, right? But
Right.
you're going to have full support from me and my team.
Okay. Is there a presentation or something that you have that you could show us?
Yeah, of course. And I actually have a quick demo of the things that we're doing
Oh, that would be
for
great.
fractions.
Thank you.
All right. So, okay. So let me know when you all can see my screen.
Yeah, that's all good.
All right. So, like I said, this is basically a playbook for AI-driven lead generation with automations, right? And this is part of what you get if you decide to go with implementing something like this in high level. So again, Digital Arkitechs, we're a digital marketing agency, but we mostly specialize in marketing process automation using our platform, AI Architects, which is built on top of high level. So as you all know, the biggest challenge that fractionals face today is lead generation and nurturing, and this is kind of our solution to address some of those issues. And this is basically, what we're trying to solve for, right? What if you could have an automated, streamlined system tailor-made to make scaling easier and save you time and resources on a daily basis, right? And what we offer is the custom automation solutions that we've already built that we can transfer and pass on to anybody that want to come join us. Will help you enhance your productivity and same time, and will help you improve your lead generation and nurturing process with the automations that we already have built in. And additionally, if there is something that you're like, hey, I have this idea, but I want to implement it in the system, I just don't know or don't have the technical skills to do it all, then you can also come to us and we'll help you build those things that are specific to your business. So let me get you to the demo. So this is our platform. And, if you're familiar with high level, every time you log in, you'll come to either this login page or the dashboard. Here, you'll be able to, on your first login, basically connect your accounts, your existing accounts. If you have if you're on Google My Business, Facebook pages, etc., you can start here. For the most part, after a couple of logins, you will be able to go straight to the dashboard, and here you'll be able to customize this to give you any kind of numbers for your business. So if you're running cold email campaigns, if you are doing ad campaigns, anything that you are doing that's connected to the platform, you can customize this dashboard to report, and you have a quick and easy way of accessing your numbers. As I was saying, the one thing that Go High Level is very well known for, it's a CRM, very similar in terms of functionality to what you would get with any like HubSpot or any of the big main names. You have your CRM here. You'll be able to easily see them, click on them. When you click on them, you'll have all the details for that particular client or opportunity, right? And because the platform is so flexible, we can customize, what kind of information you want to collect and you want to have history of from each one of your leads. And then here, additionally, this also works as a quick, easy way to go back and see how you acquired this lead, where it came from, their email. If you're communicating with them via email, you can do it from here. If you're communicating with them via text messaging, or you can do it from here. You can also click on here to see more information. So in general, this will give you the CRM features that you find mostly everywhere. Additionally, if there's any activity, you will see the listing here. You can create to-do lists for that particular contact. You can write your history notes, set appointments from here with that person, add documents.
And you can integrate just like I use Zapier to load things in. It'll integrate perfectly.
Yes, and so it integrates with Zapier. It integrates with Make, so you can use that to pull information from other places So it's super flexible also in terms of what it integrates with. And one thing that I have to say, you get support from us, but Go High Level as a whole, it's a very, very good content, constantly expanding team that's constantly looking at adding new features and new support to different things. So it's really great because you're constantly getting support from them, and also getting new features added almost like weekly. You get a few, right?
And can that not be overwhelming though for people who are not particularly tech focused? Or,
They're
you know what I mean?
very
Like
but
sometimes
that's
too
it. That's
much is too much, right? Like, you know what I mean?
100%, 100%. So, and that's going back to what we said earlier. That's why we're here, right? So you don't have to figure it out. So that we are here to support you, and and if there are features that we see benefit, a whole community, then we can implement and use those features to enhance the workflows that we already have in place, without it being overwhelming to the rest of the community, but instead enhancing their experience, right?
So I can build a website with Go High Level or
You can,
with your
yes,
product,
yes,
right? So I can build a website, I can integrate a CRM, and I can move it so that everything is all in one place. So a website, landing pages, CRM, I can even build a community like what I have in school
yes.
within that
Actually,
if I want it.
yeah. And
No other
Renee, I don't
thing.
know
Yeah.
if you heard, but Go High Level actually just made communities free.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
That would save
So
me a lot, but
there,
I just so here's my problem. I've got 300 people in there.
yeah,
I, you
well,
know, I
it's
have I
it
have a website. I have all this stuff already set up. Nothing is in one place, but I would find it well convenient to have it all in one place. Getting there would be a real
absolutely,
hot
yeah.
mess.
Well, but then that's why you have us, right? Because that's what we're here for, right? We will help you with the process of taking all of that and bringing it over here, right?
Right.
That's the kind of support that we're providing. That's
Yeah,
I call it our main differentiator from other providers, that
right,
we understand this market, because
right.
I, as a fractional, went through the same pains. And as a business owner, obviously, we've shaped these to solve a lot of those problems.
Yeah.
um Douglas, it's
Doug has a
asking, where
question.
do I
You know what?
find?
Everyone, you can maybe just unmute if that's okay, Carolina. And then if you have a question, you can
Yeah,
just kind of raise your hand or whatever and chime in. Go ahead, Doug. What's your question?
Well, excuse me. I was just curious, Carolina. You've got different mechanisms here on your platform for outreach,
yep,
email outreach, I think, LinkedIn outreach, and so forth. Where do you
yes,
find your prospect data? Is this, if you want to get an email,
yeah.
LinkedIn profile, phone number, all these things, is this through Sales Navigator? Are you procuring that on your own and uploading it to your platform? How does that work?
Yeah, I know. So that's a good question. So if you're talking, where do you find prospects? Then yes, that would be your Sales Navigator, your buying list, whatever the case might be. Um, and then we can take that data and then help you import it into the CRM to run all the campaigns you want to run, right? Um, and so I've shown you the CRM part of it. Let me show you what the pipeline management looks like and how this works with the automations that we run. And I'll give you a little bit of context. So you have all your contacts, and say, for instance, now you're going to run a cold email campaign. You loaded the database; it's in there. You tag them. Now these this email campaign is ready to run. What's going to happen is we're going to set everything up. We already have the custom workflows roughly built in there. Obviously there's always, different people will want different steps, but for the most part, we have a template that's all ready to go with, I believe this one has 3 or 4 steps of follow-ups and things that we're running behind the scenes. And what's going to happen, it's going to start running, and it will come here, and you can see you can have different type of pipelines for different campaigns. So we have call email, we have LinkedIn campaigns, we have marketing audit leads, and we also have other type of campaigns that are specifically to our business. And then what happens is, depending on the campaign, it will fill these pipelines, right? So we have our LinkedIn campaign. I think it's this one, right? They run. They're constantly moving. So the automation will work. The automations we're running behind the scenes will help this process to move along without you having to touch it, right? Which is super fantastic, because then you can come here and you can see, okay, I have all of these prospects, this many have replied. I have to follow up with this ones. These ones I've already booked. These ones are won. These ones are not interested. Along the way, there will be times where you have to manually manage this, but managing this is very easy. It's all drag and drop, right? So you can go from one side to the next manually as you're moving. And of course, you can always click in here, drop your notes when you talk to to that lead, or if you did something with it, depending on, what kind of pipeline you're working with. But this will just help you not just, know and understand your pipeline, but keep them separate per campaign, right? And so that's part of the integrations and the work that we do behind the scenes, right? So that's the CRM and the pipeline management. Like I said, it works very similar to what you see and you find in things like HubSpot and some of the other big softwares. But where this gets really good, especially for fractionals, is when you get to your automation and your marketing tabs, because here, we all know we have to be active in social media, and get our message out there, but it is time consuming. So what this is done is basically consolidated your social media management to be all in one place. And it has a really useful planner, right? So you can come in here, you can basically come and integrate all your social media platforms, whatever ones you're using. Maybe you're just using, I don't know, LinkedIn and Google, or whatever the case might be, right? You come in here, you add them, and then once you add them, you can come in here and let me switch here so you kind of see it for context of what we're doing and how we're utilizing it. So right now, for my business, we have pretty much all the main social media, right? I don't have time to manage each one, right? So they're all connected in here, and every week we create our social media content. It gets put in here, and then we have a process. I review all the content that goes out, but it gets added to the calendar. I review it, and then it gets posted. And in the process of creating, what makes this beautiful is that creating one post basically does the work for you to create for all of it. So I can come in here, I can say, post to all my social media. It's going to select all of them. I'm going to write my message in here, add my images. Now, this is already integrated with AI. So you'll be able to come in here and use AI to add your your message, you can add your pictures. It's not different of what you would do with, with any of the other platforms. But then here you're going to have a preview of what it's going to look like for each one of those platforms. And more importantly, you'll be able to then go and select specifically if you want to customize things to each one of them. And then you're just going to hit either post or schedule for later. All of that content is then added to the queue, and you're off the clock for social media management. It's all done here. You don't have to go and log into Facebook and then LinkedIn and then, Twitter and the other. It's all done here. This also gives you all your statistics for engagement. So you can see here we're posting, it's going up and down, how much engagement we're getting, where they're coming from. Right now, actively, we're tracking Facebook and Instagram, but you can see that all of these ones are coming. So you can see all of your numbers in here. Okay, so that's the social media integrations and management. Then you have your email automations and your email marketing. And here, Renee, I think this is the one you'll love. You can come in here and create your template. Yeah, seriously, especially earlier when we were talking about
Yes, I had a big email goof this morning because the email provider, I loaded up all my content yesterday, and it sent out an old message, although because I copied an old campaign, I deleted all the content, but somehow it saved the old content, even though on my message it was the new content. So it's a little bit weird. But so the first message that went out this morning was an old message, and I was very embarrassed by that. So then I had to send out a second message manually saying that I goofed, but actually it was not me that goofed, it was their system. So I had to get on the chat box with their customer service and blah, blah, blah. And I hope that the next one that goes out will go out properly. So like fingers crossed, but yes, this maybe would have been much easier.
Yeah. So here we have our, you can create folders, of course, to organize your templates, but you can see here we have different campaigns. We have, each campaign has its own template, and then that gets integrated through the automations to that process of sending multiple sequences and so on. But you can basically template your whole process, and then all you need to do is adjust message and add them to the workflow. And you can see you can start creating campaign workflows from here. But we also have this automation tab that's super handy. And in the automation tab, you can see this is where we have our funnels. We have a bunch of different things that we're automating, Google Ads, leads. We're doing, the missed call text back. We're playing around with sending ebooks or, as free giveaways. So this is very much what do you want to do with your own funnels, and then you adjust it in here. But for the purpose of what we're talking about today, we'll show you this one, because these are the ones that we'll use in our own campaigns, and for whoever wants to benefit from the system. And it's basically, the sequence of the call email campaigns. All the steps are already built in. You don't have to worry about going through all of these yourself. We will help you customize the steps so that it's your message, your email, your signature, all that stuff will help you.
So is there an extra fee for the help, or does that sort of get included in your
No.
fee?
So for Renee, we've decided that whoever decides to join through Renee's through this webinar, we are waiving setup fees, and we're actually doing one more thing for you guys that I will talk about right at the end. So stay here. So we do we set up, we'll help you set all of these up. Like I said, we'll help you connect your accounts, go through, the whole onboarding session so that you get familiar where to go, what to do, and so on. And these automations, I know at first glance, they're intimidating, but the truth is setting these up is not super difficult, but not everybody's technical. So I can say it's not super difficult, but that's for me. And then you run into a marketer or a financial person that does not do technical, and they're like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what this is for. And so that's where we come in and say, okay, that's fine. We'll help you. We'll do it. Or we already have it. We just have to adjust a few things here and there. As Renee mentioned earlier, you can build funnels. You can build your website in here. We are as high-level providers, we're not only giving you the platform, but also the library of templates. So putting some of these things together, it's intimidating, but fortunately, we already have a big library of templates that can help unblock that. And also because we're not only integrators, but we also have a team of digital marketers. We can also come in and help with, fixing and help you put together that, the funnel, the landing page, whatever it is you're doing. And
Do
you
you
can
have
see
calendar
here.
Integrations as well? So I use Calendly
We
to book
do
appointments.
actually. Yes. So, so for instance, you have these book with me. You can come in here and you can see that this has a calendar feature in here. Let's let it load. Oh, that one is not the one. Let's see if this one has one. Okay, so I'll go to the calendar, but there is a calendar feature. It is basically Calendly, all in here. The main thing to highlight is that you already know how Calendly works, but this is fully integrated with your system, which means that it's already integrated, that it's super easy to integrate with your funnels. So it can, when I was talking about opportunities, because it's integrated, you wouldn't have to do this manual work. The system will actually automatically do it once it sends, there is a booking, right? So it'll be right in there.
Yeah. So is there an offer you want to make before everybody leaves? I will send a follow-up, I will put that in when this is all recorded and ready to go. I will put your offer in the along with it.
Yeah, so like I said, Brunette, the offer is we're waiving the setup fee, and whoever signs up, we are helping them build 500 lead list. Free of charge.
That's
so
very nice.
We'll help you build it. We have a form that they can help us fill out with the information of their ICP, and then we'll go.
Those are intent-based leads, Carolina?
Sorry?
Are those intent-based leads?
Those are you give us your ICP.
Yes.
Right.
So they would be intent-based leads. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, and then we'll build that that list and load it into the system for
nice.
you so that you can
start working on people.
Exactly. Start getting those cold emails and cold outreach. A few things we didn't get to it, but I'll go through it quickly here. So because, like I said, there is a lot, but in here you'll be able to build your funnels, your website. You can also do forms, quizzes, surveys, and create your QR codes. We can also, using the platform, integrate all those beautiful chat bots that you see on the websites. We
And what
have
about your billing? What about your billing and all of that? Can that go through that as well?
Yeah, so in this tab you have billing. You can create your own product. So if you have like a recurring invoice for one of your clients, it's very specific. You can create that product, send the link, it'll become an automatic recurring invoice. You can create your product, create your invoice, create your contract, all within here, right? So the whole thing is run through this platform. Basically, the idea is that you will only need maybe one or two things additional, but everything else it's in here. Your customer management, your documents, your payment. And like I said, the nice thing is you can customize also your dashboard, so you'll be able to see, things as who's paid, how much are you expecting in recurrent revenue. All those things will be in here. And because you touched on it, obviously, you can, if you're thinking of providing content as part of your business, you can host that content in here in your courses, and you can have, of course, the communities, which we were talking about. It's a feature that comes built in, and that it's now going to be made available for free. And then, yeah, go ahead.
All the stuff I pay for my particular business is pretty much all in here in one fee. So I pay for school. I pay for,
so let's go here, because I think that
I don't pay for my email because I don't have enough members yet. So, but I'm using the cheap free version. I pay for Calendly. I pay for my website and domain. What else do I pay for? Yeah, LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I don't pay for HubSpot. I have the free version. Again, because my business is still growing, a lot of stuff I can still take advantage of a lot of free things.
Absolutely, yes.
What can people take advantage of that's really worthwhile for them?
Well, it's a good question. So, most people will be at one point or the other paying for email marketing, right?
Right.
They'll, like you said, you're paying for your hosting. You're probably, if you're doing any kind of lead generation, you're probably at one point or the other paid for sales funnels or lead pages. Those are the two pretty well-known ones. If you're doing any kind of SMM marketing, you will have to pay for that. None of that is free. If you are running workflow automations, those are for most people part of the paid plans. HubSpot doesn't offer it for any of the basic plans, and I believe for them to get to the automations, you are on the bigger plans. The other solution is Keep. It's also, I believe that one, it's between $50 and $100 a month. Courses and products, I mean, there is two options. Teachable, I think, is one. That's I don't remember what the membership for that one is. Call tracking, reputation management. I mean, they all go up and down, but the average is $50 to $100 for most of these things. Panda documents or DocuSign. I mean, at one point I used Panda Doc, and that's like $80 a month. DocuSign is even more expensive. So, and then we have to do the conversion too.
Yes, yeah, we have the extra. So is this Canadian dollars or US dollars?
So this is US dollars.
Okay.
297 is the US dollars. I do have a deal. If you're Canadian, we can sign you up in Canadian dollars. So I'll honor that 297 as a Canadian currency as well. And this is the everything that's here is your professional subscription, right?
Everything you ever need. Yes.
297 will include all of these. Just a quick note: the SMS marketing, the text messaging, it's an ad. It's sort of like a disclaimer, so that's an added cost. We start you off with a $25 credit in the 297 plan, so you
Right.
already have credits to do it. It's unless you're sending a significant volume, 25. It's for most fractioners is going to cover their monthly needs. I haven't
Yeah.
seen anybody exceeding that $25 yet.
Yeah.
So, but if you're doing volume, I have to disclaim that, if it's high volume, that's going to become an extra expense. And
Right.
then the LinkedIn integration to grow and expand your lead generation, that is $497, because we have to do extra to get this working. So we have to go outside of high level. It's the only thing that is not currently fully integrated into high level. So we're doing an external integration to be able to get this running. But the difference is, if you have your own, like if there's many solutions externally, but none of them are doing the transfer of leads into your CRM. So we're
Right.
fully integrating LinkedIn, and aside from the integration, we are giving you the full workflow, so that you can do all your send out all your connections. We'll manage that on your behalf, and we will help so we have a workflow, basically very similar to what you see on the platform, that sends the connection request and then does a sequence before you take over. So as you know, with LinkedIn, you are going to always have to do some, a lot of the engagement has to be yourself, right?
Mhm.
But what we're doing is we're taking the manual work from sending connect requests and doing the initial messaging to get people engaged and talking to you. And it's not the usual salesy, stuff. It's truly to get people engaged, to make the connection, and then to see if there are opportunities for both parties.
Right.
And then, for me, I run it. I have somebody that works with me that it's constantly helping me monitor the LinkedIn responses. And then, when there is a response, if it goes beyond the first couple of questions, then I jump in and I engage with them and book, and make the bookings and so on. But
Right.
this is worked really well for me in terms of, growing my LinkedIn audience and also generating leads for my business.
Right.
And here I'm just we're the things that we just talked about, the LinkedIn automation, the CRM, the pipeline management, the email automations, whether it's for newsletters or call email outreach, your appointment automation, your social media management, your Google My Business automations, task automations with all the tools that we have in there, and the analytics and reporting that I showed at the beginning. And that is it.
And all right, very good. And that
day.
QR code? What
And
does
that QR code will take you to my Linktree page, where you can either book an appointment with me, go to the registration page for the AI Architects, go high level subscription, and the links to our website and so on.
Okay, very good.
So you can
Well,
get to pretty much anything from there.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Carolina. I really appreciate your participation
You're
today.
welcome, Renee.
I will
Thank you.
let you know when the video was ready. I'm going to stop recording now. Hang on.
Go ahead.
Ah, there.